Hello and welcome to the Natural State Update. I'm Christina Munoz. When you think of TikTok, you may not think of the Bible or church sermons, but there's actually a lot of Christian videos on the platform, and one local pastor has been able to tap into that world and is having a bigger impact than he ever thought possible.
Growing up on a watermelon farm in Arkansas, Nathan King felt the calling to ministry at a young age. Then in college, he got more focused on his faith.
I went through a season of trying to discover what I really believed and why I believed it and all those kinds of things. And when I found those answers for myself, these days everybody calls that deconstruction. I kind of did the same thing, but I came to faith instead of running away from faith. And I wanted to take what I learned during that 2.5-year process in my life and help other people.
Nate started writing books alongside his pastoral duties and has published 4, with his 5th one launching next week.
This new book is called Everyday Jesus, and I've never been more excited about something that I've done. I've taken almost 2 years to write this one. At one point, I deleted the whole thing and started over because I felt like it needed to be better. So that's a scary thing to do, but I did it, and here we are. The big idea behind the book is that Jesus isn't a Sunday thing, that he's somebody who wants to live and do everyday life with us, and that he wants us to be a place to bring our dreams and our desires, our hopes, our hang-ups, all that stuff to him, and he wants to live life with us. And so that's the heart of the book, and I hope it helps people do it.
During the global pandemic, Nate took his message to a place you might not associate with preaching: TikTok.
I have a good friend who pushed me to get on there and try it. And when I first tried it, I was trying to do kind of the education stuff because that's what I was doing professionally a lot at the time. And I just realized I didn't really want to invest time doing that. And so I was like, well, but my faith is super important to me. So what can I do here to help people in this space? And I just started trying it. It was a lot of different things, mostly just whatever I was learning at the time, I would try to share there. And eventually it caught steam. Somebody was paying attention, and then more and more people were paying attention. And then before I knew, I was getting questions from people all over the world.
With a following that now surpasses 40,000, Nate knows of 43 people that have given their life to Christ through conversations on his TikTok platform, not to mention those that have been impacted that he doesn't even know about. And how does he handle the harsh and sometimes rude comments that go along with the anonymity of social media?
Well, I spent years, over 20 years around college students, having face-to-face conversations with around all the big hard issues in life, and they can be pretty blunt sometimes. And I think what I learned, the muscle that I developed internally, is I stopped trying to prove how right or how smart I was all the time, and I stopped caring about how right I was, and instead I wanted people to intersect and interact with a real and genuine faith. And so when it comes to those conversations with people online and the negative comments and that kind of thing, it actually didn't bother me at all, because I don't put the value of who I am or what I'm trying to do is not based on their response or their opinion. I don't debate people. I'm just not there for that. I'm there to share what I believe, and if people want to ask questions and I can help them, then I'm all in for that. But some people, they just want to try to argue on the internet, and that's not the game I play.
Through it all, no matter the platform, the internet's pastor is just hoping to further the kingdom of God.
I'm the same guy in all of it. My life plan is just to help people intersect what I think is the most important thing they can know, which is that God loves them and has a plan for their life. And if I'm doing that in a video on TikTok, or if I'm doing that standing on stage talking to hundreds of people, or through a face-to-face conversation in the coffee shop, it's the same everywhere. So, and it's the same thing we try to do with our kids or the soccer game or whatever. So it's all the same, hopefully.
You can see Nate's in-person sermons at New Life Church in Conway, and you can find links to his videos at nathanking.com, and you can pre-order his newest book there, which will be available on November 7th. In the next 2 months, there are so many entertainment options in Central Arkansas. Amanda Horton fills us in on all that's going on.
Amanda Horton here, coming to you from the Wingate Center for Fine and Performing Arts, and this is our beautiful makeup room. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Yes, that's right, the holiday season. We have so many ways to celebrate in the state of Arkansas, including performances. Reynolds Performance Hall has something for all ages, including Coco Live to Film on November 4th, where a 20-piece national orchestra from Mexico will perform. We also have Cat Kid Comic Club the Musical for all the little ones in your life. And finally, Annie, the full Broadway musical. In December,
We're gonna rock this town, rock it inside out.
Lee Rocker of the Stray Cats will take the stage at our new concert hall in the Wingate Center. The UCA Theater will also be performing in the Wingate Center. They will bring Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express to the Black Box Theater. Other performances in Central Arkansas include Sons of Serendip, who were finalists on America's Got Talent. They will perform on November 15th at Charts on the University of Arkansas Pulaski Tech campus. The Hall in Little Rock continues to have an eclectic music offering, including Gaelic Storm, the Cadillac 3, and the fabulous Freddie Mercury Tribute. That's just to name a few. Simmons Bank Arena is bringing in Peppa Pig Sing-Along on November 16th, which is sure to be a big deal with all of the little ones. The Studio Theater will present Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. If you're looking for a holiday themed show, you don't have to look far in Central Arkansas. There are so many choices. On December 2nd, the Conway Symphony Orchestra will continue its tradition of kicking off the Christmas season with the Holiday Spectacular. This show will include your favorite Christmas music and some selections from the Nutcracker performed by Arkansas Festival Ballet. Also in Conway, Red Curtain Theater will present Elf the Musical Junior, which features the oversized elf Buddy, who's looking for the true Christmas gift, the love of a family. Argenta Community Theater will present the classic holiday tale Miracle on 34th Street, December 6th through the 17th. Wildwood in the Park will present All is Calm, the Christmas Truce of 1914, which is a touching, true story about enemy soldiers who put down their weapons during war for a Christmas day of peace. The Robinson Center in Little Rock offers Cirque Dreams Holidays on November 25th. Also at Robinson, the largest and longest running holiday show is Ballet Arkansas's 45th anniversary Nutcracker Spectacular. Arkansas Symphony Orchestra will celebrate the season at Robinson with Home for the Holidays. The Weekend Theater presents Every Christmas Story Ever Told and then some. Yes, that is the title, and this is a funny, fast-paced trip through all of the holiday favorites. Actors Theater of Little Rock will perform Black Nativity, the gospel Christmas musical experience at the Quapaw Quarter United Methodist Church. The Studio Theater will present Who's Holiday on December 21st through the 23rd. This is a wildly funny, heartwarming holiday comedy for an adult-only audience. Finally, let's talk about gifts. As you're shopping for that perfect gift for your loved ones, think about the gift of entertainment. Tickets to the symphony, the ballet, or the theater would look perfect under the tree. At Reynolds, we have several shows coming up, including Little Women, Chicago, Brian Regan, and so many more that would be great stocking stuffers. For the Natural State Update, I'm Amanda Horton.
Thank you, Amanda. Halloween may be over, but John Shrewsbury is breaking down what we should really be afraid of in this unsettled economy.
Though Halloween has passed, an uneasiness lingers in the air. Imagine, if you will, consumer spending is wavering and core inflation persists. The markets remain volatile, and the potential bankruptcy of WeWork signals more hardship to come for real estate. What's going to save us? Sorting out the fear from the facts. Welcome to the fastest 4 minutes in finance. Hello, I'm John Shrewsbury, in for Scott Inman. Well, we've just passed the annual Fright Night, with Halloween's tradition happening right on schedule this past week. And if you didn't get enough on Tuesday night, there are certainly some things to think about when it comes to the economy and the markets that could set your fears to flowing. There's a bit of concern about consumer spending and disposable income. Now, over the past 4 months, consumers have increased their spending while disposable income fell over that same period. Now, obviously, that can't continue forever, and a lot of our being able to avoid a recession over the past year has really come from that increase in consumer spending. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on. Core inflation is coming down, but it is a bit stubborn in areas like hotels and restaurant prices. But the good news is the Fed is not likely to change their target interest rates in upcoming policy meetings. Also, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that WeWork, the flexible workspace company, is planning to file for bankruptcy as early as next week. If the report is accurate, it won't be good for the already hard-hit office real estate market, as WeWork maintains 777 locations in 39 countries including 230 in the United States. So Halloween is in the rearview mirror. So enough of this fearful stuff. Is there any good news out there? Yes, there is, and probably more than you might hear on the news or down at the coffee shop. Now, no doubt, the last 3 months have been pretty rough on the stock market, but there could be brighter days ahead. Going back to 1952, anytime we had lower returns during August, September, and October, the market has been higher in November and December 80% of the time. We'll see how this plays out as the year end comes up, but remember, equities are best enjoyed over a long period of time. And for all of you out there that like to take the opposite side of any argument, there's this. In a recent survey, when asked, are you bullish, bearish, or neutral about the U.S. stock market, only 12% responded as being bullish. Now that sounds like a great opportunity to apply some investment advice from Warren Buffett, who is famous for saying, if everyone else is buying, you should be selling. And if everyone else is selling, you should probably be buying. Of course, a contrarian view is no guarantee of great future performance, but that statistic does make you wonder how much of the recent sell-off in stocks is also in the rearview mirror, just like Halloween. That is the fastest 4 minutes in finance. I'm John Shrewsbury. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, John. Our encouraging word today comes from Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. For the Natural State Update, I'm Christina Munoz.